Hello, it's me, and I thought I'd do another quick unboxing here. So I don't recall what this is, so it will be something of a surprise. Okay, so this is an interesting one. This is actually mass-produced, so you can buy this anywhere. I got this at the Cubicle, and this is, well, the X-Cube Master. So this is the next step up from the X-Cube, which is 3x3x5. So as they came out with the 3x3x7, it's not too surprising that they come up with different variations of this. Packaged really nice. So, wow, it's a very solid puzzle, very full, very heavy. Movement here is good, and movement here is good. These small faces here, a little catchy, but not too bad. And let's see, same thing with this, a little catchy over here. I wonder if maybe some lubrication might not help with that. Yeah, if we can get over the catchiness, you can hear that clicking as it goes by, but again, this is right out of the box. Shape-shifting moves. It's actually a pretty stable, it doesn't feel all that shaky, but the shape-shifting moves are pretty good. Okay, so the only thing might be the catchiness that's here. So there's some mixing up of the different levels over here. Alright, so I'm really looking forward to trying this out. That's not bad over here. Again, kind of catchy over here. Okay, so with that said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 3x3x7 that's sort of assembled two ways in a cross pattern. So let's go ahead and just do something of a scramble here. Might as well. And I don't usually do unboxings of mass-produced puzzles, but I figured with this one, why not? Seemed pretty unique. So this is just the 3x3, well, the non-shape-shifting scramble here. Actually, I can come up along here, haven't done this. There we go. Now we're getting a pretty good scramble. So in this way, we're combining the different parts of the 3x3x7 scramble. If I were to go like this, and like this. So it's almost like a cuboid the way that I'm doing it right now. Okay, so with that said, now we can start doing some shape shifting. Alright, I'm really liking this. I'm really enjoying how this is scrambling here. The movement is actually very smooth. So if you enjoy this kind of puzzle, I would say go for it. Alright, just have to line it up here. Now I can see how it can seem a little ungainly because you have such a height between one end to the next, but it holds up actually very, very well. Okay. Now, can I still move these small faces here? And no, these are pretty much locked in. Okay, so that's a pretty good scramble. And what I might do, if so inspired, come back at you with a solve. So it seems a little loose here, but it's actually a lot more stable than you might think. Maybe a little bit more scrambling over here. Okay, so that's pretty good. And I really look forward to giving this a try. I don't anticipate any tricks to this, any parity situations, except maybe some equivalencies, but there it is. So this is my Scrambled Master X-Cube, and I'll go ahead and give the solve a try. Okay, so I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. You know, we're not shape-shifted much at all here, so let me do a couple more areas of scramble here. Let's see, put this there. Okay, that looks more scary, I think. Okay, very scary. Okay, so the first thing that I would do is I'm going to solve the inner 3x3, and that's putting the yellow here and the white here. So since this white looks so fancy, I'll do that one first. So I'm going to first do my cross. And the thing about this is that it doesn't matter which white one I'm using. I am assuming an equivocation. I'm assuming that all of these whites are equivocal. They're not, but I'm going to make that assumption right now. So that comes in over to there. By the way, if anybody would like me to do a 3x3x7 tutorial, I'm happy to do that. I figure there probably hasn't been much need or demand for it, but if you'd still like to see it, let me know. Anyway, so I'm just putting in cross over here. And I'm really using any white edge in the middle here, so I'm not really distinguishing them, which might be my downfall when it comes to finding parity. Okay, so you can see the cross over here. Now I'm going to put in white corners, and it doesn't matter which one. Like here's a white corner here, I'm just going to put it in, because that's just what I do. So part of my goal is to show you the movement of this puzzle to decide if that's what you want to. So this is in, here's another white corner over here. Despite how large the puzzle is, you can see that I'm not struggling with the movement at all. It's not very snaggy. And I'm able to move it with one finger. So very, very well designed. Very well designed. So this one was made by Moving Parts. To understand that there's different versions of X cubes out there. And I don't know that I have the Moving Parts version. I think I have Calvin's version. There is no Calvin version of this. But I gotta say, I'm very impressed with Moving Parts. So anyway, this is gonna come all the way up to here. So I'm just doing RID, RDs until I get it in. The exciting thing about this is that although I feel like I have an idea of how this is gonna be solved, you never know. You never know how the master version is gonna turn out. Okay, one final corner, which I will find right over here. This has needed no lubrication whatsoever, so a very solid design, very solid design. Put this in here, turn, and gotcha. Okay, so this is in. Now I'm going to get the next layer would be this layer. So how do I know what goes where? Well, I know what goes where because all of these crosses need to be up here. So this is actually up here. As I look here, this is not a yellow part of my yellow cross. This is like an L shaped here. So I'm going to move this here, which will thus move this yellow up to here. So that's going to do the middle move algorithms. UR, UI, RI, UI, FI, U, F. I'm really loving this puzzle. So that's in over here. What else? Okay, it appears that I've got all yellows up here. This is good, and this is good, this is good. This is also good, but notice it's rotated wrong. So I can't have one that's rotated wrong and three that's rotated correct. So although all of these here do belong in this layer, one has to be flipped. Which one is it? Doesn't matter. I'm just going to arbitrarily say this one. So I'm going to take this, move this down here to move this up, spin it around, then flip it around, and that'll take this issue out, this apparent parity out, which is really more a false equivocation. R, UI, I, turn, and down. Okay, now I'm going to move this all the way around and just pop it back in. And that should take that apparent parity out, that false equivocation out. Turn, here we go. It's not a parity problem because I haven't changed the parity of the puzzle. I haven't done any reduction. Okay, now that's looking good. So now you can see all these are up. I just have to get these corners in. I can do it like this. R, U, RI, U, R, 2U. Do not corner cut this puzzle. RI. Now the thing that I notice is that the stickers aren't coming off like I've seen with the Calvin puzzles. If you look at the Calvin versions of the X cube, you're going to see stickers are flying everywhere. I think there's some sharp edges or something. 1, 2, and down. Okay, so here we have it back in the X form, and I did that by doing a 3x3 solve. Well, not a full 3x3 solve, but there it is. So all this is in, and all this is in. Now the way that I did the X cube is I treated it like these are the centers of a 5x5. So I guess with the Master X cube, I can treat these like the centers of a 7x7. So why don't I put these in first, I guess? So here's some other possibilities of equivocation, but a white one is in here. I want to put, well, this is the blue side here, a blue one in here, just any old blue one, I guess. Here's a blue one over here. And the way that that's going to work is I'm going to move this up to here, bump it out of the way, move this up to here, bring this back down, move it down, bring this here. Now understand, this might not be the most efficient way of doing it, but I'm just playing with this puzzle now. So this is in and this is in, so we like that. I need to put a yellow one in here. So, well, here's a yellow here. I just want to move that to here. So I'm just going to move it out of the way, put this in position, move it back, and here we go. So this is in. Finally green, this green one is already in. So I'm going to stick with this entire side, I guess, and see what happens. So here's a yellow and green. Find a yellow and green middle edge here. Yellow and right over here. So this I just want to pop into here. So that's what I'll do. Now I could just move this like so. So I could move this here, turn this and bring this out of the way, but this will end up being taken out. So I'm just going to move this up, bring it to the side, move this up, bring it back. Yeah, the only thing is these little faces being a little catchy. This one I'm having a hard time moving. There, I just got to bring that down. Okay, so that's a little bit of an issue. And again, I wonder if maybe just some lubrication might help out with it. And bring this over here. Okay, did that plan work? Yeah, there it is. So I'm going to continue to do that. How about yellow and blue? Here's a yellow and blue here. So that will fit over to here. So I'm going to move this up, turn, move this up, turn it back, move it down, turn, and move this down. Okay, so this is in. All right, now we're going to look at white and blue. Here's a white and blue one over here, all the way over here. But this is the wrong one. This isn't going to fit here. Because it would have to come in like this, and then the blue will line up over there. So there must be, yep, right over here. Here's another white and blue. Okay, this one is correct. So now I know that this will work just fine. Bump it out of the way. This is a sliding U technique, really. Is you're just sliding things, doing U moves, sliding it out of the way, bringing it back in. And turn. Okay, now finally, white and green. Right over here, but that's the wrong white and green, because that's going to put the green one on top, right over here. So we're going to bring it in on the left, slide the U to the right, bring it back on the right, slide it to the left, back on the left, slide it to the right, back on the right. Okay, so in that way, all of these are in. So we might as well go ahead and put these in. Okay, so I'm going to look for all of this color over here, all the oranges. So orange and green, that's going to come over to here. So that's going to come to the top here. Now, can sliding U's work with this? So this has to be moved over to here without destroying this. So we'll move it up on the right, slide it to a middle position. We'll go up in the middle. Slide the top back to the right, down on the right, slide just the top back on the middle, and down on the middle. Okay, how did we do? Well, I think we did okay. This is in and I didn't destroy anything here, but what about the edges? Let's go for the cross first. So here's the one that goes where the white side goes, which is right here. So I'm going to move this. Yeah, let's see. Okay, not bad. So this needs to come over to here. I guess I could just move this like so. Slide it or turn it up on the right. Slide just the top to the middle. Just move the middle piece up over here. slide it back to the left rather. I think I said right, I meant left. Down on the left, back to the middle, down on the middle. Alright, so you can see we're not destroying the middle layer, but we are placing the cross over here. Here's a yellow. So now I know I can quickly go through this part and not worry about it. This goes here, down, here, and down. Okay, we need one more yellow, and that is gonna, orange rather, and that's gonna come all the way over here. So let's make the long journey from here. Don't see why I can't. This will go all the way up here, turn it to the right, all the way up here, back to the left, down, back over here. Now notice I'm turning this face with it. I do that just to keep myself in the habit of doing this. So all these are in. Now let's see if the corners are going to work here. This is going to come up to, what with the purple and all, this needs to go to here. So let's see if this will work. No reason why it shouldn't, but up on the left, slide it to the right, up on the right, back to the left, down on the left, back to the right, down on the right. And yeah, that's in, nothing else got knocked out. So this needs to come over to here. So we go up on the right, slide it to the left, up on the left. I'm basically doing this like the center of a 7x7. So if you can do a 7x7, then you can do this. Okay, this white and green is going to come to here. So I'm just going to put this into this position. Oh, actually, this yellow and green comes over to here. So up, left, slide it to a right position, up on the right, back to the left, down on the left, and down. Okay, we got one more to go, and that's this guy. Things are falling into place very nicely. And turn. Okay, so you can see this whole thing is in, and now I'm just going to keep doing the same thing with these other faces. But I'm going to pause for a second, and I'm going to see if I can't put a little lubrication in here and see if that might help. Okay, so let's see if that did any good. I just did a little bit just to see. Okay, so this is the green side, so I'm going to do all the green edges. Here's one right over here. So all that means is I'm going to move this up, bump it out of the way, and move it back, just so I don't knock this one out. Well, no, I was wrong. So I've got the white edge over here, yellow over here. I need to get the orange over here, and that's going to be this. So let's move it up, bump this out of the way, and then move it back. Okay, orange, white, now I have to do red. It's right over here, didn't even notice that. Okay, so now I'm going to put these guys in. So I need the white and red. White and red, not here. White and red right here. Okay, this part didn't get lubricated. This is a wrong color, white and red. It's actually here. So I'm gonna wait and put this one in. So how about yellow and red? And that's right over here. So this moves up, out of the way. This moves up, down, back. This is sliding U technique again, and turn. Okay, not bad. Now that white and red has been liberated, I think. It's not this one, it's this one. This is the correct white and red. So, up on the right, swing it to the left, up on the left, back on the right, down. I think this is moving more smooth. Maybe it's a little tactile placebo effect, but, well, we'll see. White and yellow seems to be this guy over here, maybe. Nope, not this guy. And not anyone here. This guy right here. Move him into place. Up, turn, up, turn. Yeah, that is moving more smooth, I think. So this is very well crafted, I think, and turned. So to me, a puzzle like this, that would be a game changer. A hard stop to buying this puzzle is if it didn't move very smoothly, but luckily it does. Okay, this guy comes over to here, so it's going to be 2R, move it to the left, 2L, back on the right, 2R, back on the left, 2L. So we have all of this in. So now we do this, and I think some of them are actually in already, so all these. Now instead of putting, I'm just going to put them all in at once. I'm not going to just do edges first, because there is no reason. I just do sliding U techniques for all of them. So this simply comes into here. This will come into here. So up, to the right, to the left, up, back, down, and turn. Just move this into position. Okay, so now I'm just going to find any green and I'm just going to pop it in, and that'll probably go a lot faster for me. So up, turn, down, back. No other greens. Here's a green here. This is a green and white. It wants to be in this position. Oop. So let's make it happen. Up, turn, to up, turn, middle move, turn, middle move, turn. Now we just have the green, so see how much faster we can, now that we're more comfortable with the puzzle. 2L, turn to the right, 2R, turn to the left, 2L, turn to the right, 2R, turn to the right. Okay, so now all these are, now I got a lot of red ones to do. The only red one that's here that's correct is this one, so let's put this where it's supposed to be, and it's supposed to be here. All right, I'm down to the last two centers, so to speak. Well, actually, tell you what, let's do this. Okay, these are all correct. So now I want the orange. Well, I want the yellow and orange. It's got to be here somewhere, which is right here. So up, turn, down, down. Or I should say slide, since I call this a sliding U technique. That I think is wrong. But anyway, so I want the yellow and orange. No. Yellow and blue. Here, yellow and blue here. Yeah, right here. Up on the right, slide it to the left. I'm sorry, up on the left, slide it to the right. Up on the right, slide it back to the left. Down on the left, turn and turn. There we go. Okay, now because it's the last two centers, I suppose I should be coordinating these with this, putting them both in at the same time, as it were. Yeah, because if I were to do that, maybe I need to not move so hastily with this. But it's too late now. So okay, we're going to take this and move this up here. So up on the left, slide it to the right. Or left rather. Turn, middle, turn, and left. Blue and yellow, which is well, where is it? Blue and white, rather. Now that's making more sense. Up on the right, slide it to the left. Up on the left, back on the right, down on the right, back to the left, down on the left, and turn. Okay, I need to put a white one in here, and that's going to be this. Up on the right, slide it to the middle. Up in the middle, slide it back to the right, down on the right, back to the middle, down on the middle. Okay, white and green, which is this. Up here, turn. Up here, turn. Down, turn, and down. Splat. Okay. I need the green one here, and I'll get it just like this. Now I may be shooting myself in the foot a little bit by not coordinating both together. Very nice. Down, turn, and down, turn. Okay, and finally for this guy here, it's going to be the green and red. Now, I'm going to stop at this point and look to see how I'm doing with this guy here. So as you can see, this is in, but these two are not. So that can stand to be something of an issue. And maybe I should fix that now, because I can coordinate a 3 cycle between the final, between these two. And there's some equivocation here. So what if I think I'd have to do it this way. What if I move this to here? Now my hope is that this will come here, this will come here, this will come here, if I do it this way. So this will come up like so, turn it to the middle, this will come up like thus. Turn it back here, this will come down, this will move back to here, and this will come down. At the end of the day, none of these were taken out, none of these centers anyway, and I did do my exchange. Okay, so this is just variations of that last layer. Now, what about these guys, these corners? I'm going to try to get these corners in. This is in, as you can see, this is in, all these are in, so this needs to come up to here, and this needs to come down to here. So it appears that I've got these two that have to swap. So that's a little bit of a dilemma, isn't it? As I'm doing these two right next to each other. This needs to come up to here, as you can see, and this needs to come down to here, as you can see. But everything else appears to be in. All of these red ones. Am I looking at this correctly? And I believe that I am. So therein lies one of the problems, is flipping these two, which seems to be a single swap. So here's what I think I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to get this in and deal with this in kind. I'm going to come back to that, but I'm going to move this to here, this goes to here, this goes to here, this comes down here, this comes back, this goes here, and this comes back. Sliding U technique. Okay, so basically what I did is I just got all of these in, and I'm ignoring the travesty that's happening here. Because you can see, these two need to be swapped. This red and white needs to come here, this red and yellow needs to come here. Very interesting. Well, let's come back to that. Or maybe we don't need to come back to that. Maybe we can just fix it now. But, well, we won't. I think I'll have more fun if I don't. So now I'm going to put these guys in. This is in, this is in. This is not where it should be, but we can blast that out. Here's this red and orange. So this will come up here, turn. This will come up here, turn back, move this back here, move this here, and here. Okay, these are all in. I just need to put this in. Maybe I'll coordinate it with these guys here. So you can see this is in, this is not in. If I move this here, this is in, this is not in, and this is not in. Okay, so I have to do a couple of 3 cycling here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. This is in. I want to move this to here, and I can do that if this will come here, this will come here, and this will come here. So turn, this comes here, turn, this comes here, back, this comes here, and down. Doing this sliding U technique is actually a 3 cycle. Okay, in that way, okay, I got this in and this in. These two are opposite, but these guys are all in. So I'm running into trouble with this layer, but I'm gonna have to get back to that. All right, interesting. So now I'm gonna put these in. This red, white, and blue, very patriotic, will come over to here, and this blue, orange, and yellow will come over to here. well, we'll come over to here. This will go here, this will go here, this will go here. I don't really want it to happen like that, so what if I turn this to here and this to here? This will go here, this will go here, and this will slide here. So up on the right, slide it to the left, up on the left, slide it back to the right, down on the right, slide it back here, down here. Okay, so I kind of like the way this came into over here. And these came into over here. Okay, so now this green one is going to come here. Actually, here. This will go here. This will go here, and this will go here. Okay, up on the left, turn it to the right, up on the right. Now remember, this is a first solve. It's not really a tutorial, so I'm just kind of playing around with it. This is where it needs to be. Move this to here. And now finally, this will come to here. And these are in, this is in. Okay, once again we're running into trouble, but I have a sneaking suspicion of what I need to do. Turn and turn. Okay, so if we just focused on this layer, we saw that we got all these in, and now we got some trouble with this last layer. So let's take a look at this. Well, first off, all these are in, but these guys are in too. It's these corners that I'm running into trouble with. These two need to swap. I got these two that need to swap, and these are no good either, but I'm not too worried about that. Actually, I could go ahead, because this is kind of a T-perm. If I swap these two should swap by doing a corner swap. 2R, U, 2R, UI, 2R, UI, D, 2R, UI, 2R, U, 2R. Now predictably, I knew that was going to happen. That put these back in. So all I have left is these two. So what do you think? What kind of a parity is this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to want to get these in, and I can do this with a corner swap, right? If I corner swap, these two will be in, but remember, it's a T-perm, which means that these will swap and these will swap. So I'm still going to end up with two centers that aren't where they need to be. But these centers are actually equivalent to these centers, so maybe I can work it out that way. 2R, and now it's just this middle area, U, 2R, UI, 2R, UI, D, 2R, middle UI, 2R, U, and 2R. This moves back. You'd think we're done, but we got these two. These two are trouble. So I don't think that's going to be a problem because I just need to find another orange or another red, and I've got them here. So if I move this over to here, it might be better if they're next to each other. Okay, so I think the way that we're going to do this is I got to move a red one in. I'm going to move it in from here. So we're going to try to move this one to here. So I'm going to put it behind here and just do sliding U technique with this. So slide it in from the middle, move it to the right, slide in from the right, back to the middle, down, back to the right, and down. Okay, I can move this back. None of this got otherwise destroyed, I think. Okay. So now we've got ourselves what looks like a nice 3-cycle. This will go here, this will go here, and this will go here, so that should be okay. Again, I wouldn't call any of this a parity, just false equivocation of deciding what to put similar colors, where to put similar colors. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the end here. I'll just move this here just so that there's no confusion. So move it in from the middle, slide it to the right, move it out from the right. Slide it back to the middle, down on the middle, slide it back to the right, back on the right. Did it work? And it appears to have worked. No. Ha. Okay, so we still have this issue over here, but I don't think that we're out of the water. Maybe I moved it wrong. Now for this to go here, oh, I see. Oh, actually, interesting. I think I just did it wrong. This is a nice 3 cycle, so I could do that. This I could do. Sort of. Anyway, so I'm going to do a swap of these two to put this red to here and this yellow to here. So it's going to be 2R, U, 2R, U, 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U, 2R, U, 2R, UI, 2R. Now you can see how much better the movement is after lubricating it. That would have been much harder to do before. So it swapped this to here, but you can see all this misplacement, but that's going to be brought back as soon as I swap these two. 2R, U, 2R, U, 2R, 2U, 2R, 2U, 2R, U, 2R, UI, and 2R. Bring this back and ha! We did it, we got it. So there it is, the Master X Cube. I'm actually glad that I went through those motions before because now you can see with use and lubrication just how good this moves. Remember how catchy it was initially? It moves quite smoothly now. This moves smoothly as well. Each one moves very, very well. So this wasn't so much a tutorial as a demonstration. I did move kind of fast, so if you wanted to buy this puzzle without any knowledge of how to do a 3x3x7 or a cross cube, let me know and I can slow it down. But in the meantime, there it is. I have to say, Moving Parts did an excellent job with this, and I'm curious to see what other projects they have in the future. Maybe they'll have even larger versions of this, who knows. But there you have it. Thanks for watching.